Hi here, Finns here. I'm back for another video and today I'm going to be talking about I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here 2019. Yes, it was the start of I'm a Celebrity 2019 on Sunday night. And I have to say, I really enjoyed it. I really did. And I'm not just saying it because it's I'm a Celebrity. No, I think it was a really good start to the show. I think some people were saying like they were unsure of the lineup this year, but when you actually see them in action, actually it was a really good start to the show. They're a good bunch, I would say. Actually, it really worked, I have to say. So what happened? So I'm gonna just talk about what's happened in the first episode and the second episode as well. So the first show, we had the first 5 celebrities enter this big boat, big cruise ship. So we had the ex-footballer and broadcaster Ian Wright, pop star Nadine Coyle, that was my chair, Raksu singer Miles Stevenson, Good Morning Britain host Kate Galloway, and the ex-England rugby player James Haskell. They all went on this big boat, and then you had these little small boats, I don't call them, which all had a celebrity on, and they were all came in together shaped as a V. So you had the Capital Radio DJ Roman Kemp, you had actress Jacqueline Joza, then you had comedian Andrew Maxwell, the Radio 1 DJ Adele Roberts, and of course you had the Olympian and TV personality Kate Winslet. And then they were the other 5 celebrities, and then they got to the beach, and then Ant and Dec arrived. Ant was on the big boat, Dec was on the beach, and you would think those 5 would be teams, but they're not. They're their rivals. So basically, they had to beat their competition. So basically, the people that were on the boat will have to decide to partner up with one of the celebrities on the beach. And they have to then work together in one of their tasks, and if they win their tasks, they become the power pairs. That means they can go, if they're one of the power pairs, they get the main camp, Croc Creek, they get to eat, and they can make choices in the jungle, while the losing celebrities that are not power pairs have to go to the rough camp, Snake Rock, and live on beans and rice for who knows how many days. And they decided who was going to get the chance to pick first, second, third, and fourth and fifth by an old-fashioned swimming race. Yes, they had no time to change. They had to swim to the beach, which was all right for some people. Apparently, Ant and Dec said there was it was quite edited down when Ant told them they were going to swim. There was actually a lot of swearing, apparently. The unedited version is actually quite shocking, apparently. So, so Miles manages, just by a millisecond, managed to win the race. So he chose first, he chose Roman, then it was James, he chose Caitlin, and then it was Nadine. Well done for Nadine, coming third. So she chose Adele. Then it was Ian, he chose Jacqueline, and finally Kate was left with Andrew. Quite interesting, all those pairs were all similar heights. Really interesting, really strange coincidence. So yes, then they were split into 2 teams to do different tasks. So the first tasks involved had Ian, Jacqueline, Roman, Miles, and Kate and Andrew, all to do the Walk the Plank challenge. Yes, it was back. We didn't have it last year, it was a year off. It was back, but this time it was even harder than before because not only did you have to walk the plank and do the seesaw and do that little gap, but you have to now go down. So they had this like ladder, and you had to like swing across and walk down it. And you have, they say, if you're like walking something, don't look down, but you have to look down because this time round, because last time it was just, there was a little stand where the button was next to you, but now the button is on the floor and you have to press it by your foot. If there's a red light and if it turns green, you have to press it immediately, and whichever couple did it the quickest combined time would be the power pair. I have to say, and also it was so windy that day, really windy. Ian looked like he was going to fall off, and then Kate didn't want to do it, but then she did do it. It was really, really, really scary. But then you had like Roman Miles did it so quick. Went miles. Like, they did it so quick. Like, how did they do it so quickly? They have no fear. Well, of heights, that is. But yeah, I mean, they won easily won compared to the rest. So yes, it looked really scary. I was happy this challenge came back because I really enjoyed it, and I did miss it last year. While the others, you had then Adele and Nadine, and then Caitlin and James all did the other tasks. And Adele and James had to go in these canoes. Canoe. I can't say the word, but anyway, they had to go in these boats, and they had to find the Pontoon of Doom, and they had to put their hand in and get these tokens out. But they couldn't get into it until the other pairs found the key, and the only way Caitlin and Nadine could get their key was via a skydive. Yes, it had to come somewhere in this episode, and it came now. Yes. Caitlin was really fine with it. Yeah, she was like, let's do this. Nadine was really emotional. I felt so sorry for her. She was crying before it, and it was quite nice seeing Caitlin really give her a hug and support, be like the mother. Like, it was really nice, that. And I'm happy she didn't say, like, I'm a celebrity or that. She didn't decide to quit, and she would have regretted it. And I was really happy they both did it, and, you know, she actually enjoyed it, and she was actually laughing, which was nice. So then you had the Adele and James had to put their hands in these pontoons of doom, and they had like green ants and like cockroaches, I think, or mealworms or something like that, and the other one. And if they had to get the tokens of their colour, so Adele and Nadine was yellow tokens, while James and Caitlin was red tokens. If they get, there was like 5 of them, and they had to put them on the screws. And if the colour was black, however, that does not count. And whoever did it the quickest time would be the power pair. James and Caitlin did it in 8 minutes, while Adele and Nadine did it in 3 minutes. That's a 5 minutes difference. So they were the power pair. So yes, so that was the end of the day one, and then they went to camp. So you had Roman, Miles, Nadine and Adele flying this helicopter to their main camp, and then you had... Oh, that's the doorbell. And then you had, and then you had the others in the small camp. And Caitlin and Kate had to do the first bush tucker trial. It was called Bugged Off. It looked really difficult. They had to drop a ball in this hole while they were up with a lot of cockroaches and rats. It looked really tough, and their balls ended up bouncing out. It was really tough. They only managed to get 4 stars out of 10. And Kate managed to get back in the main camp because the other main campmates decided out of the 2, Kate was going to go back. And yeah.
Also, what happened in the episode is that they had a chance of winning luxury items for camp. So it was like Roman, Miles, Kate, Adele and Nadine all had a chance to win luxury items for themselves and also for the other camp. And they had like 10 packages, parcels, and they had to transfer the packages from this lake into a basket, and they had to use these oars and they had to pass the parcel, quite literally. unfortunately, they were awful at it. And they ended up putting most of them in the water, unfortunately, and they just sunk. They managed to only get 2 luxury items, and that was Kate's conceiver. I can't say the word. Conceiver? Kate's luxury item, and Adele got her luxury item, which was very important. It was a very important luxury item. It was a photo of Jane McDonald. Seriously. You could have had like a photo of something important to you, or something it was going to mean so much, but no, a photo of Jane McDonald. Seriously. That was quite random, seriously. Out of all the things that could have used, like, as a luxury item, no, you have a picture of Jane McDonald. That's so random, like, why do you need a picture of Jane McDonald? But anyway, people like Jane McDonald, and, who knew Adele Roberts liked Jane McDonald? I think even Roman was like a bit, okay. I mean, it is a bit random. Out of all the luxury items you could have chosen, you've chosen a photo of Jane McDonald, seriously, though. It is a bit of a waste of a luxury item. And I think Roman was a little bit confused, like most people was, and there was actually a little bit friction the day after, about why would you... I think he was confused why Adele, same as I, like, why would you bring a luxury item as a photo of Jane McDonald into the camp when it's really a bit pointless, really. And Adele took it quite seriously, actually. It was actually quite personal. She called him being prejudiced. I mean, was it really prejudiced? Or just, really, it's just... I don't know, really, but I don't think she should have taken it that seriously, and really, I mean, there are other people who didn't get luxury items that would have meant a lot to them, and she got a luxury item that means nothing to the camp. But anyway, I digress. And the other day, they did the rough camp did a trial. They all did it, and it was like the helmets one, where they had things put in them, and it was really tough. I feel like the trials this year are tougher. Like, these producers don't want the celebrities to win that many stars, which is good. Give them a bit of a challenge. They had to get 2 stars out while they had the helmet on, and they had some critters in there. I think Andrew got cockroaches, and it was like something out of a horror movie. It was like, it was quite scary, actually. I think one of them up his ear, which was really oof. Caitlin got snakes. Ian got scorpions, James got rats, and Jacqueline got spiders. I was so worried for Jacqueline, I really was. She didn't want spiders, she got spiders, and she got 2 stars out of it, so it was really good, and she was just crying her hours out. But I felt well done for her for not saying those words. I feel really proud of her, so well done, Jacqueline. Yes, and they managed to get 7 out of 10 stars, which was good. And now we've got all the 10 celebrities in the camp now. It's going to be interesting. And Roman and Adele are about to do the next trial, which is called Just Desserts. It's the first eating trial of the series. Really looking forward to that, because I really do like eating trials. But very interesting. It's the 2 DJs doing the next trial. I'm surprised Jacqueline, after last night's episode, I'm surprised that Jacqueline wasn't voted for the trial. But maybe that was a sympathy vote, maybe, because she did quite a lot. And maybe people felt sorry for her, so they didn't vote for her. And it's quite interesting, Caitlin wasn't up for the vote. I thought the fan base would be up there, but maybe she was a bit quieter in the last episodes. Maybe that friction kind of argument, well, I wouldn't say argument, friction about Jane McDonald, maybe what caused those 2 to be up for the next trial. My chair is so squeaky. Anyway, that's what I think of I'm a Celebrity 2019. It's looking really good. I predict... I'm going to go out on a limb and say I think the King of the Jungle will be Roman. I think he could win. I think he comes across as a likeable guy. He does a great Anton Deck impression. And I think he's got the fan base. A lot of people who listen to his radio show on Capital FM will vote for him. I think it's been a while since we've had a young guy win the jungle. I think Dougie Pointer was the last. I know we've had Kings of the Jungle, but it last in, you know what I mean, a young guy win the show. So I think I could see him winning. I could. I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's going to be the winner. That's my prediction, what I've seen so far. But anyway.